Understanding where the game is at, is very key, because that's going to tell you how you should move, strategically, which is very important, because the bottom line is very competitive, super competitive, more so than many other industries that you're trying to get into, and there's no exact rule book on how you make it. So, it's important to have as much knowledge as possible, as much information as possible, and as much resources you can get your hands on, to gain that information, gain contacts, build relationships. But strategy is very important, and planning is very important. For me, as a music executive, my come up was very hard. I started out as an intern. What I do know, because there's no rule book, it's super competitive, and you don't have too many people that's out there, willfully trying to help you. You almost have to try to steal the information. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, it's a high failure rate in it. And for me, thank God I had a mentor, Pierre, currently the president of Bad Boy. I think that's important, is to find a mentor, or find people that know more than you do, that could teach you things that you can learn from, pick up books and read, from people who did make it. But experience is the best teacher. Again, for me as an executive, it was a very hard road for me. And one thing I know is, to make it, you just have to, it takes a certain amount of focus, and some people don't really get that or understand exactly what that is. You may have your mind made up that this is what I want to do, and you're trying different things. Number one, you're trying a lot of the wrong things, which you could end up running in circles for years until you tire out. But you got to have the will. The will, the focus, understand what you're doing, and make as much positive, correct moves as possible, and you have to be ready to die for this. It's really that real, and not to say you're going to do something stupid, as far as trying to get money to help promote yourself or what have you, but you have to have the mindset that you are ready to die for this, and losing is not an option, and with that, you just being persistent. And when I say focus for myself, when I wake up in the morning, I'm focused until I fall asleep. When I'm sleeping, I'm dreaming about what I want. You know what I'm saying? And you have to put yourself in that mindset, or quite frankly, you're not going to make it. And you're kidding yourself. You might as well, take up a trade in school. Now, on the flip side, you have to know also, you can't be 30. If you're 38 and still talking about, I want to be a rapper, you have to know when to change your focus also, because maybe, you could be in the music business, you don't necessarily have to be on stage. There's a bunch of jobs you could do, and most of them actually you make more money than being an artist. So know that if you're a bit over the hill, maybe it's time to change your focus and say, well, I want to be a manager, and start signing younger artists and put my knowledge and energy into building their career. That's very key, because I see it often, and it's a sad thing. You have dreams and you want to fulfill your dreams, but there's a time, that you have to adjust your dream, and then move accordingly.